Turning to oil conglomerates, government subsidies are drawing party lines in this heated political environment. But surely two billionaire oilmen can agree on tax breaks for the U.S. natural gas industry? Not the case. Joining us right now is Boone Pickens. He's the founder and CEO of BP Capital Management. And Boone, it's great to see you today.
Thank you.
You know, I know you've been out there for a long time with the Pickens plan, and that the Pickens plan has picked up a lot of support in Congress from both parties, both political parties at this point. But Charles Koch recently came out and slammed this plan, saying that there should not be subsidies for natural gas, that the government shouldn't be picking winners and losers. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, look at Charles Koch. It's a private company, and they import over 60,000 barrels a day of OPEC crude and pay OPEC $2 billion a year. And he may be the largest in subsidies for ethanol. They are a big producer of, they're using natural gas in their plastics operation also. They want a cheap price for natural gas. Mm-hmm. I am trying to get away from the terrorists. I think that the money that we pay to OPEC it gets in the hands of the Taliban. We get on our own resources. We have the lowest natural gas price in the world. And any economist would tell you that your natural resources should sell for market value at least. Well, we're selling our natural gas at $4. In the Mideast, they're getting about $10. So we have a very cheap natural gas and an opportunity to use it for transportation fuel. And all I've asked for is the 8 million 18-wheelers. There are 250 million vehicles in the United States. I just want the 18-wheelers, and with those I can cut OPEC in half. And my help from the government has a 5-year and out. The subsidies for ethanol are vastly different than that. It's $6 billion a year. I'm asking for $1 billion a year. So, and then 5 years and out. It's either a good idea and it'll all happen in 5 years, or it was a bad idea and just forget it.
So you're saying government subsidies here, but only for the first 5 years to get a new industry off and running?
Yeah, you've got to have direction from the White House, and I think that that's part of it. But the president said 2 days ago that he said domestic resources will be used on federal fleets in the future. That's good. I like that idea. We proposed that 3 years ago. But that gets us off of the OPEC oil, and that's what you have to do. Mm-hmm. We are subsidizing terrorism when we buy OPEC oil.
I guess that's where the debate comes in, because let me read you the statement that Koch provided us. We, by the way, asked him to come on to talk to you on the air about this, and he refused to do that.
But I know, but they won't. They won't come on. They just send us statements. All they ever do. Yeah, I'd love to have Charles on here.
Let me read that statement to you, and then you can go ahead and tell us what you think about the statement. He says that Koch Industries says Koch has consistently opposed subsidies that distort markets. We maintain that the marketplace, while not perfect, is the best mechanism for allocating resources to consumers. We oppose the bill to give tax incentives to buyers and makers of natural gas-powered vehicles and related infrastructure. They say they also consistently oppose subsidies for all other fuels, whether or not we benefit from them. Is that true?
I don't know. It's all, to me, it's kind of gobbledygook. They're against the subsidy for ethanol, yet they take the subsidy from ethanol. So, you know, hey, if you don't want it, don't take it, is what I'd say. And I don't know. They don't ever, come toe-to-toe. They don't get up and discuss these issues or anything. They're very mysterious. They're a company. I mean, these guys are worth $40 billion. They don't have to answer to anybody. And it's a private company, so they avoid some reporting that public companies have to do. So I don't know. I don't agree with them.
Boone, this is Doug. A couple of questions on natural gas. I mean, number one, it always arises when your plan comes up. People ask, well, if natural gas is so cheap, why haven't the truckers gone to it based on market incentives? Why do we have to have the government step in?
Well, it's going to it, and the way I see it unfolding is that you can go and just let the market dictate here. But if you have some direction from Washington, I think it'll cut your time down. The timing, I think that natural gas is $2 a gallon cheaper than diesel. And so consequently, you're moving in that direction, but you're moving slowly. And it's going to take you 10 years to accomplish what I think just the direction from Washington saying, look, we're going to do this for 5 years, and then it's over with, it sunsets and out. And it's $1 billion a year. That's 500,000 jobs. Senate told me last year, said, your plan creates more jobs per dollar spent than anybody else does. So I think you can do it in 4 or 5 years. If you just let the market do it, it'll take it 10 years.
At the same time, you're pushing the government to promote natural gas. Many would say there's actually an assault on domestic production of natural gas. The whole issue over fracking and the domestic access to federal lands. Do you think we're on the right track domestically with the way we're handling our natural gas industry?
Oh, yeah, the federal lands will be fine. The OCS, East Coast, West Coast of Florida, all that's fine with me. ANWR's fine with me. Federal lands in the West, fine with me. I don't have any problem with that. But you don't have to have that to accomplish what I want to do. You're sitting here now with a surplus of natural gas, and that's why the price is only $4. 1 MCF of natural gas, $4, is equal to 7 gallons of diesel, $30. And that is a direct comparison. It's cleaner, it's cheaper, abundant in ours. Can you imagine now where we are permitting Cheniere to move gas out? And I'm not against this, but we have so much gas that Cheniere is going to sell LNG out of the United States to China or someplace else. So here we are, we export our clean burning fuel and import dirty oil from the enemy. We're going to go down as the dumbest crowd in history that's ever come to town. I'm not kidding you. If you don't look at your resources that you have available to you, use those and get off the enemy's oil.
All right. Well, Boone, we want to thank you for your time this morning. Always great talking to you.